This year's Lightning Stakes is set to electrify. Chris Waller and James McDonald, so successful in previous years, combined with the Coolmore King, Switzerland, a proven flyer up the Flemington Straight.
Switzerland, the big winner!
Another empire is growing, so exciting in the spring, he looks ready to claim a first Group 1.
Does a growing empire win?
Godolphin, traffic warden with the Lightning Queen, Jamie Mellon.
Traffic warden going strongly, the big winner.
Then there's the underdogs. Daniel Stackhouse searches for that elusive Group 1 on Benedetta.
And is coming away for a dominant win.
And the Flemington, the straight 1,000 metres. Who can weather the storm in the Black Caviar Lightning Stakes?
Thank you, Bruce. So that big contest for the sprinters at Flemington, but for us at Randwick, it's a clash of the Titans. Winning the Cox Plate in record time, Via Sistina up against Chalworth, the two-time Group 1 winner of the spring and the Group 2 Apollo Stakes. Hello and welcome to you at home. And to Katie McDonald, who joins me right here at Sydney's headquarters, we have got a brilliant day in store.
It doesn't get much better than this. Look at this mouth-watering menu. Of course, as you touched on, we've got Via Sistina, V Chalworth, but it doesn't end there. Of course, there's 8 runners in the Apollo Stakes at Group 2 level, but 7 of them are individual winners, Group 1 winners. So yeah, we've got so much to play out. Of course, it doesn't with the Expressway Stakes, the Girls in the Light Fingers Stakes, all at stakes level. A big day here at Randwick.
And the Apollo Stakes, all of their collective earnings, nearly $40 million. We've got Group 1 racing down at Flemington today. Big good afternoon to Lizzie and Richo.
The scene has well and truly been set beautifully. Look at these runners. We've got some of the most powerful stables in the world with horses racing, Coolmore, Yulong, and of course Godolphin. And then there's the Aussie, but Benedetta is going to be a mouth-watering contest. $1 million on offer, and the man that's going to be calling all the action is Matt Hill. Let's check in with him.
It's time for the big A!
Lizzie, thank you very much. Great to be here at headquarters for Black Caviar Lightning Stakes Day. The Lightning Stakes, some of the best sprinters in the world going down the straight here. We've started the day on a soft track with a little bit of rain around Melbourne. There's a breeze hitting them in the face in the straight, but we've got some fantastic horse flesh to do battle. I like Growing Empire in the Lightning Stakes. I think its run here in the Coolmore was a tough performance considering it had been thrown in everything, such as the Manikato and also the Everest. They're both fresh, Switzerland and Growing Empire. It'll be fascinating to see them in the mounting yard and beforehand, but I think Growing Empire might just have the wood on the opposition. The 3-year-olds down the bottom of the page, all very strong. My best bet of the day is She's All Shenanigans in race 5, another horse that very much appreciates the famous straight here at Flemington. Hope you find plenty of winners on a fabulous day of racing.
Simply can't wait, and the action is electric at Royal Randwick. This girl is super special. She gets a chance to kick off her campaign, and ditto for Lady Shenandoah, a Group 1 winner. And Peloton, how good is this 2-year-old? Let's check in with the wonderful track at Royal Randwick with Em and Cody.
Now, while we still are technically in summer, today KM feels like the kick-off of the Autumn Carnival. An amazing card on display for everyone to take part in. But this track, Michael Wood and his team are very lucky because we were due a massive storm last night. We only got 1 millimetre of rain, and as a result, we're on a soft 5.
Yeah, it's absolute perfection. I think we're going to see an upgrade pretty early on in the day. And how about the day that we have in store? As you said, it feels like a big Group 1 day, but it's headlined by the Apollo. How are we going to see that track play? Of course, we're going to see Chalworth maybe go forward. Via Sistina, she won't be too far away. The clash of the Titans, and then Fangirl might come down the centre. What a day we have.
I am so excited. So rail out 4 metres, starting on a soft 5. An upgrade to a good 4 anticipated by race 3. Lots of numbers to throw out here. Beautiful skies. Honestly, picture perfect conditions.
It is. It's probably the tempo is a little bit steadier for whatever reason in a straight race. I think it's more for the fact that these jockeys are trying to get the horses to relax more than a normal 1,000-metre race. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting race.
So there are some of the big stars in the $1 million Black Caviar Lightning Stakes. We have now been downgraded at Flemington to a soft 7 as a result. Mornington Glory and I Am Me out of the big one, Richo.
Yeah, it's been in front as well as another absolute boil over. So we build up towards the Group 1 Black Caviar Lightning Stakes. It's worth $1 million, but for the three-year-old colts down the bottom, it's worth so much more than that. Into the mounting yard we go. Let's assess these speedsters. An old marvel. I say old, he's only 6 years of age, but he feels like he's been around forever. Group 1 winner. $8.8 million of prize money, Marzu.
Wouldn't surprise you if he was able to win. He's a really tough horse. You love this bit of the sting out of the track. He has a mind of his own. You cannot tell whether he's going to win or not, and he's one of those horses that has certainly got the ability to do so. I know you've got a soft spot for this horse, and you think he will run very well.
Well, I just think 1,000 metres is a real specialist trip, and this horse is really fast down the straight at Flemington. 3 times in 30 years. The winner of this race has had a lead-up run. Every other time, it has been a fresh horse that's won. That's what's against him. This horse is fresh, but I don't know if he's good enough to win at weight for age level.
Well, he's won at this track. He's won at this distance. We know he's a 1,000-metre specialist, but that is in much lesser grade than what he's facing up against. He'll run a really solid race. I don't think he has the class to win. But again, it's 1,000 metres. You cannot make any wrong moves, and if he is able to be there and on speed, he could be in the mix. Philosopher, again, very similar to the previous horse. He probably doesn't have the class to win this race, but he's super speedy.
If you've just joined us, late scratchings number 2, Mornington Glory, and 6, I Am Me, due to the downgrade in the track today. We're on a soft 7 track now. We've had a number of downgrades throughout the morning. Blinkers go on, Benedetta. She's a Group 1 winner. That's at 1,200 metres. Slight query whether she can sprint well enough over 1,000 metres. Give weight to these colts and give them a beating. But I think she'll run a nice race and set up towards a perfect race like the Newmarket.
Yeah, soft track also plays into her favour as well. Stretton Angel, she raced really consistently all the way through last preparation. She didn't get another victory on the board, but she was going well. Again, I think she's probably lacks a touch of class against a few of these younger 3-year-old colts that we know have got such a big future. Skybird, what do you make of the chances of this mare by Exosphere?
Here's another one that will hit the line stylishly, and maybe the Newmarket will be a better race for her into the future. 1,000 metres weight for age. This is some sort of task for Skybird. We know that she's got terrific ability. We've seen her race very well in the past around that Group 2 level. Oh, a penny for your thoughts here. Nervous times for all of the connections. Let's get into the big 3. Growing Empire for Yulong. Yulong, Kieran Ma, Mark Zara, a Zoostar colt who cost 700,000. You can add a number of zeros to his worth if he can win this.
Oh, he's run so well last preparation. He probably, arguably should have been a Group 1 winner. He was taken out by the stablemate Southport Tycoon, and he looks to me as though he's come back really well. The horse that has impressed me and has come back bigger and stronger is Switzerland. Arguably, Richo, I mean, he's only 2 blips in his copybook, a first up into the preparation last prep, and then when he ran in a Golden Slipper where he'd probably just come to the end of it. Since then, he's just been absolutely faultless.
And James McDonald was so bullish when I interviewed him, wasn't he? Thrilled with his progress. And then we get the Street Boss colt, who has won over 1,000. Jamie Mellum in the saddle for James Cummings. It is a great race, highlighted by these 3-year-olds right at the bottom, Felix. And I can imagine that's where all the market interest. He's right on his toes, Traffic Warden.
Certainly.
Pick of the yard time. I'm a Switzerland. I think he's developed beautifully this time around. Good segue for you, Richo, to put the hard word on Chris.
Well, she's the best judge in the business, and she's given you the seal of approval. He looks outstanding here for his return.
He's had a good prep. 2 trials in Sydney, the jump out up the straight or down the straight at Flemington. Just little pieces of work to keep him fresh, but at the same time make sure he's fit.
A little rain around, that suits him, doesn't it?
I'm not sure. He's obviously very adaptable. His win in the Cornwall was his best win, and that was on a really good track. But he has won on a soft track in his early days, so I'm not too concerned about it.
You're always a good judge, and you've got good people around you. How do you see a couple of leaders come out of this race? Where will he be? Will he be leading down the straight into the wind? What do you do?
We're just going to go into it with an open plan, see how he jumps, make sure the horse is comfortable first and foremost. Start over analysing, all sorts of things can go wrong. So, yeah, it's a horse race. We've got a good jockey aboard, we've got a good horse. We'll let them do the rest.
We've got a good filly, good lady, Shenandoah. Gosh, she was good.
Yeah, so they say. I honestly haven't seen the race yet. Just been settling up Switzerland, but be looking forward to watching a few replays tonight.
I think you'll like what you see there. In fact, we might see if we can even show you, if you don't mind. Lady of Camelot giving you that speed that you needed, and then you just trucked up alongside. That was 1,200 metres, so whew, bring on 14 plus.
She did a great job winning the flight stakes. In fact, she was unbeaten in the spring, so to see her trial well was good. And
that's the wrong race there, so we won't worry about that. We'll let you watch that at a different time.
We'll get there tonight.
Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
There we go. Some final thoughts there from Chris Waller. Market mover.
Well, it's Benedetta on the outside. Again, an early move, but overall, your market mover, $15 into 9, Benedetta.
Oh, Benedetta's the market mover. That's a little surprise. Katie, who would you like to be riding here? I bet you it's Jay McDonald's ride.
Oh, I hope it's Swifty Switzy down the centre of the track. I hope he's going to win. But I do have a feeling that Benedetta is going to run out of her skin here. She loves it wet, Richo.
What do you think, Em?
Switzerland for me, but if I'm having a roughie, it's Way to the Stars on speed.
Oh, Robbie, hey, who would you like to be riding?
I'd like to be riding Switzerland, but I'm going to give it a little tip on Mazu there at a price now that track's deteriorating.
Yeah, that's right. He is a 6-year-old. He's won $8.8 million. A classic sprint race, isn't it? It's weight for age. It's down the famous straight at Flemington. Here we go. The time-honoured Lightning.
Just about set. Way to the Stars, a bit edgy. Ready. Racing in the Lightning. Joyful Fortune scrambled away. Growing Empire jumped quickly with Switzerland, the two favourites. Just about 1-2, but Way to the Stars claims them. Then Joyful Fortune, Benedetta, Mazu up the outside, also showing lick after 250. Way to the Stars in front of Mazu, and they were followed by Growing Empire, Switzerland, and Philosopher. Joyful Fortune behind them, followed by Stretton Angel, Benedetta, Traffic Warden, and Skybird is at the end of the field. 550 out. The leader is Mazu from Way to the Stars. A length and a half to Switzerland, coiled up behind them with Growing Empire. Further back is Philosopher, deeper with Stretton Angel, then Joyful Fortune. Benedetta's about 4 off the front, and behind those horses then is Skybird, who's trying to get through. It's Way to the Stars, joined by Growing Empire. Stretton Angel the outside, Benedetta coming on, or Growing Empire's running all over the place, and Skybird dropped on them, drove through from last. Race is clear, a spectacular win. Skybird, 3/4 Stretton Angel, photo third, Benedetta or Switzerland. Traffic Warden behind them, followed by Mazu, Growing Empire. Further back, Way to the Stars, Philosopher, and Joyful Fortune.
Stop it. I see it. I just don't believe it. The 3-year-olds were expected to dominate, and it's Skybird who wins a Group 1 over 1,000, defeating another mare in Stretton Angel. Bubbles burst everywhere down the famous straight at Flemington. Mitch Friedman has pulled off a coup to win this Group 1.
Amazing scenes here, and sometimes it's not all about the big guns, and we really touted it as a race that it was going to be about the big horses that were down the bottom, the 3-year-old colts, and they just didn't perform. Skybird was absolutely amazing. Great scenes here. Johnny Allen, you can see, look at her back in the field here. You can see that she's just really cruising up behind. Everyone's going. There was a bit of interference with Philosopher coming back into the lap of Skybird. Growing Empire was wobbling all over the track. But that was a dominant victory, and Mitchell Friedman is absolutely over the moon, Richard.
He cannot believe it. His hands are in the air, Em. I better go and pick up all the jaws that have hit the ground around at Flemington at the moment.
Well, she just didn't find any trouble, and that's kind of the key, because there were so many in the middle stages there that were cramped for room, that were hustled, that were bustled, but she got last crack of them after hanging out the back.
Still, Em, she was held up. I can't believe the performance from her. She's won She's won the Lightning Stakes by a good length and running away from them.
At her first attempt at the 1,000. And she's not a noted soft tracker either. It's quite incredible.
Unbelievable. And Johnny Allen absolutely thrilled and a patient ride. He had no pressure on him whatsoever. $24. She wins the Lightning Stakes.
So Mitch Friedman adds another Group 1 to his tally. Stretton Angel, very, very brave. Benedetta loves the conditions. Thoughts on Switzerland there?
Yeah, I thought Switzerland was brilliant. He held on well. He was cramped up for room there for a majority of the whole entire race. And look, he still held on. Benedetta was brilliant. Stretton Angel as well. The mares there fighting out the minor place getters. But Skybird, all honours there. The owners absolutely ecstatic there. Mitchell Friedman, another Group 1 winner.
Johnny Allen, you can see him pumping the fist. You know what that's like at that famous piece of hallowed turf. An unbelievable vibe.
Yeah, good Irishman watching the head on here. He's absolutely cruising. Obviously, them horses around him are getting a little bit cramped for room. But all honours to winner, it absolutely let rip that last 100 metres. And it just goes to show there's no rules in this game. Anything can win.
Straight racing is something to behold, isn't it? There's no rules with straight racing as well. So they're on the outside rail, but still coming through the middle, and it can be tough for some horses.
Yeah, it can be. And of course, with the track deteriorating as a soft track, it really brought the likes of Skybird into this, I think. And a lot of horses really dropping out there. You can see Marzu and Philosopher, and Traffic Warden was brilliant, I think, down the outside of the track there under Jamie Mellum. And yeah, good performance.
Yeah, Traffic Warden up to the 12 to the 1,400 metres. Is that going to suit him going forward? I think so. Richo and elated Mitch Friedman. He cannot believe it.
I think he's shocked. I think he's completely shocked.
Oh, how good's that? Everyone wanted to say she wasn't fast enough for 1,000. She's not this, she's not that. She's a damn good racehorse, and she's just continued to mature. She takes, she's hard work at home. The stable staff, they battle away with her at times, and she's high maintenance. She, gets her muscles looked at every week. She gets A1 care along with the rest of them. And, the rain was coming as we were coming down here. And although attrition doesn't like it, I knew she loves it. So I couldn't get over how everyone was saying that she wasn't fast enough. The turn of foot she showed at Horsham and the turn of foot that she showed at home on Tuesday was phenomenal. And we couldn't wait to get here. I was just watching Johnny just coiled up behind him there thinking, just give me an out. But, we've done it at a mile, we've done it at 1,000, so the team can do it at any distance, and it's great to grab my second Group 1.
Oh, it's a sensation, mate. I'm so thrilled for you. I think a lot of people were thinking that should be really hard to beat. Did you think you could give weight to these three-year-old colts and knock them off?
Well, we looked at the figures and we thought we were a sniff. There obviously you were going to elevate and we had to give her a chance. But look, I really want to get back there and see her come back in.
Go in there. Go on, mate. He's desperate to go and see her come in, and he deserves that, Lizzie. He's desperate to run out there. He doesn't need to be chatting to me when he can be leading in his second ever Group 1 winner. And what a scene it is. He sprints out into the middle right now to lead in Skybird, and you can tell his confidence. There he is. He's done the quick duck out to see Johnny Allen, and I'm thrilled for him.
Absolutely thrilled for him. He's been able to, place these horses to real effect. You can see him there on the fence, just in that slow shot, jumping up and down. But he sounded very confident leading into this race. I mean, he thought that the market wasn't respecting her. I know that a lot of us, we didn't give her an opportunity at all, but she was dominant. Like he said, she was coiled up behind them. The owners are absolutely over the moon. I'll tell you a little story. I was at the Magic Million sales just recently, and he was looking at the same horse that I was, and anyhow, I ended up buying it. It was a Bob's horse. Yeah. And I said, look, I'm going to give it to a New South Wales trainer. Well, you know what? He just walked in and said, you don't have to give it to a New South Wales trainer now, do you, Lizzie?
That vision that you just saw, we could see him on the rail as he was charging, as Skybird was getting that gap. That is epic stuff. We'll see if we can find that again. How good is that to see him on the rail cheering on his mare? Look at this girl. So, Lizzie, mares have run first, second, third here, and then the Battle of the Colts has gone to Switzerland runs fourth, Traffic Warden runs fifth. Oh, look at him up and down. Isn't it brilliant?
I think that rail got a bit of a workout, and why That's amazing. Sorry, Mitch and all of his team. Johnny Allen, a great ride. And it just shows you this game is very levelling.
Yeah.
By Exosphere, we saw the big colt from Godolphin in the race, and she went past him like he was nailed to the fence.
Oh, extraordinary. Extraordinary. A sport that just gives you the highs and the lows and gives you everything in between. Group 1 winning jockey is Johnny Allen. Oh, Johnny, that was the ride of a lifetime, mate. You were held up and then that gap came. Woof, off she went.
Yeah, look, I suppose they went a good gallop early and she relaxed nicely, but from halfways, I kind of improved up to the outside of, not sure who I was following, but kind of improved up and up on the back of Switzerland's back, and she just got to his heels so easily, and I was going to wait and try and follow him through, but to be honest, I was going that easy. I said I'll try and find my own path here to the outside, and once I brought her out and she got into a bit of, I nearly had to bring her back for a few strides to get her to come out, but once she got into the clear, God, she quickened up and put them to bed like they were standing still, to be honest.
It's unbelievable. You went past these 3 highly credentialed 3-year-old colts that we think are really good. She made them look average.
Yeah, look, I haven't had a lot to do with her. I've galloped her 2 or 3 times in the last fortnight, and look, she gave me a feel. Anytime I've galloped her, she's galloped like a proper horse, but you know, you'll probably be a bit arrogant thinking she could come and beat some of these horses today, but Mitch has always had a big opinion of her, and yeah, maybe she's just really coming to herself now. She's a 4-year-old mare.
So Yulong versus Coolmore versus Godolphin, and Mitch Friedman knocks them off, mate. How important is that for a young Mitch?
Yeah, look, a couple of battlers from Ballarat there, myself and Mitch, but yeah, look, he's doing a great job. Obviously, he's a young trainer trying to make waves in what is quite a difficult game, so yeah, look, he's doing a good job the last couple of years. He's showing when he's got a good horse, he's able to get him to produce their best.
Well done, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.